Good morning from Valhelhas, I'm probably still pronouncing that wrong, in central Portugal. I've got a 4-hour ride planned today to the little town of Evora with some nice Roman ruins to have a look at. Temperature currently says 18 degrees centigrade, but it's been climbing very rapidly since I got up this morning and packed the tent away. The first thing I've got to do today is get some petrol. It was Sunday yesterday and the nearby petrol station was closed for the day. I've got 40 odd kilometres of fuel and the nearest fuel station is apparently about 7 kilometres away, so hopefully that's going to work. Then we'll get on our way towards Evora. Well, this makes a change. I've got a long straight road ahead of me, way over to the horizon. I spent the last few days on twisty turny roads, so this is a bit of a novelty. This is central Portugal. We're actually not far from the Spanish border here, just following the border between the two countries southwards. Still quite high in the Portuguese interior here. Obviously we were at Portugal's highest point yesterday, so it's no surprise really that mostly the roads today are heading downhill. So this one's a nice twisty little valley road heading down. I'm not quite sure where it's heading down to. Still a couple of hours away from Evora, so plenty of twisty fun still to come. So this road is the N18 and it's a lovely road for riding a bike on. There's no other bikers on it. I've been through a few roads in Portugal that are just teeming with bikes, but this one I've got all to myself today. This is the town of Altar and I'm just hoping there's somewhere for me to get a bite to eat and something to drink. That would be quite nice at this point in the day. Well, we're up to 28 centigrade this afternoon. Stopped there, had a nice little lunch, nothing very fancy. Produced a nice sketch and I'll show you a picture of that here. And now I've just got 45 miles to go to my campsite for tonight. A much bigger place than I imagined. Finding my way around is going to be tricky, but I'm sure Garmin will see me right. Oh well, this is a Orbiter campsite. Let's go and see if they've got space for us. Oh, it's me ready for my second night with Big Agnes on this tour. And hopefully I've still got time to walk into Evora, have a look round and get a beer. That would be nice. It's very hot today, and they said at reception that it's unusual that it's nearly 30 degrees today, but it's normally only 20 at this time of the year. Well, Evora is just amazing. It's an absolute labyrinth, so now I'm just hoping I can find my way back to the campsite. What a beautiful place. So I'm back at the tent, back with Tigger. What a great ride today was, from Valhelhas to Evora, and what a fascinating place Evora is. I'm going to get some shut-eye now, and up tomorrow heading to Sagres, which is the very southern tip of Portugal. It'll be nice to get towards a beach and the sea for a change. So that's all for today. Okay, bye bye Evora, we're off. We're away from the mountains today, down to the coast. We're going to ride from Evora to Sagres, which is on the Atlantic coast, and then follow the coast road down to Sagres, which is the southern tip of Portugal. That's the plan, and looks like Garmin is on board with that plan, so... Oh, let's turn right onto unpaved road. No, I'm not doing that, Garmin. Just 1 hour into this morning's ride, and it's sunny still, but it's a lot cooler than yesterday, and I don't mind that at all, really. Tigger's saying 15 degrees, and given that it was 30 degrees yesterday, it's quite a welcome relief. And just coming through this kind of rural countryside, slowly winding our way down towards the west coast. town of Sagres. There's Sagres railway station that we're just going past. I'm hoping to get an early lunch stop here. Down by the beach perhaps. Plenty of beaches to choose from here. Let's see if we can go and find coffee somewhere. Okay, that was a perfect little lunch stop for me. Sagres is very nice today. Temperature's crept up to a lovely 21 degrees. Now, I want to get to my Airbnb as early as I can today down in Sagres, because after 2 days of camping I've got quite a bit to catch up on in terms of downloading videos and charging up various bits of kit, and all of that can take a few hours of work. So I'm hoping to get there in time to do all of that this afternoon and then give myself a nice evening off in Sagres. Garmin says that it's 2.5 hours ride away, and so should be a nice ride along the coast as well. Not too far from my target of Sagres, and I was kind of expecting this coast road to give me some more views over the sea, a bit like the coast roads in Montenegro or Croatia, and we haven't had that. It's been interesting roads nonetheless. Well, today's ride has been very enjoyable. I was rather expecting this coast road to give me more views out over the sea, out over the Atlantic. I know that we're close to the sea. Every other camper van that goes past is covered with surfboards, and every town that I go through is selling buckets and spades and surfboards. But since I left Sagres, I haven't seen the sea at all, other than little blue bits on the right hand edge of the Garmin screen. Anyway, we're coming down into Sagres, and that will be the end of today's ride, and that definitely will be near the sea. Okay, we've arrived in Sagres, and bizarrely I still haven't seen the sea. I guess it's just kind of over there somewhere. My Airbnb for tonight says it has a sea view, so maybe that's the first chance I'll get to actually see the sea this afternoon. Well, here I am. I've arrived in Sagres, and you can probably see Tigger just parked safely down there. You might also be able to see the sea just over there. First time I've seen it since Signes at lunchtime. This is the apartment I've got. I have to share this with other people in the place, but sitting space, little courtyard out the back, outside, and a kitchen if I fancy cooking my own food. But I probably don't fancy it because down on the waterfront there are lots of restaurants, and I'll go down and have a look at some of those later. But first, I'm here in time to do some of the kind of admin tasks that I've missed in the last couple of days while I'm camping. So I'm going to go back up to my room, plug in all my gear to get it charged up, start downloading videos, and then I'll get out later when it's a bit cooler and go and explore Sagres. So this is the fortress of Sagres, which stands at the very southern tip of Portugal. All around us you can see the sea on both sides around here. And this means that Tigger and I have now travelled the full length of Portugal, from coming into Portugal in Sagres in the north, down through the mountains, Portugal's highest mountain, Torre, the World Heritage Site of Evora, and now here we are at Sagres on the very southern tip. From tomorrow we're going to head eastwards back into Spain, into Huelva, and I've got a couple of days there while I prepare myself for the ferry crossing across to Africa. Thanks for watching. If you like this kind of video, click like, click subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.